Hi everyone, this is Aman Sophia, Assistant Professor in W Department. Welcome to WITS Connect. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the standard wire gauge and wiring system. So let us see about standard wire gauge. So it is a device which is used to determine the size of wire in terms of gauge number. The wire gauge is commonly used in India is British standard wire gauge. It is a thin circular plate of steel with a number of slots. So these slots are made of different sizes and the numbers are marked on each slot. Holes are provided at the end of each slot for removing the wire easily. To find the gauge of a wire, insert the wire in each slot and find a particular slot into which a bare wire just slides without being damaged. The number marked opposite to the slot is the number of gauge required. The largest wire gauge number is like 7 by 0, having a diameter of 12.770 mm, whereas the smallest number of wire is 40, having a diameter of 0.1219 mm. Coming to the wiring system, a network of wires or cables connecting various electrical accessories for distribution of electrical energy from the supplier meter board to the number of electrical energy consumption devices like lamps, fans, TV, refrigerators, and so on remaining domestic appliances. The device is called as wiring system. So the supply used in house for lighting and power purpose in single phase supply. The single phase circuit is connected across 220 by 230 volts across one phase and neutral. See how the electric supply will comes to our house means you can see in the figure. First of all, the supply is generated at the generation station and is transmitted to the transmission system to the distribution system. From the distribution line through a service mains, either by overhead line or by underground cable, it is distributed. A pole fuse may be provided to protect the service line against the overloading. The supply is directly fed to the energy meter, and after the energy meter a service fuse is provided for safety purpose. You can see in the figure both energy meter and iron clad cutout are supplied by the supply authority, and it is provided by the state electric board. Hence both are sealed by the supplier. The mains, nothing but the phase and neutrals, are taken from the energy meter and are controlled by means of neutrally linked iron clad double pole main switch. After passing through the ICDP switch, the wires go to the distribution board. From the distribution board, the power is again distributed to various sub-circuits, and separate phase and neutral is taken from each sub-circuit. According to the Indian standards, the maximum number of points of lights, fans and 5 ampere socket outlets that can be connected in one sub-circuit is 10. Coming to the choice of wiring system, which wire has to be preferred? The choice of any wiring system for particular place depends on many factors like durability, safety, cost, appearance, accessibility and mechanical protection. The first point we are considering it as durability. So durability nothing but the wires used in any wiring must be durable and should be safe from fire and weather conditions. Next one is safety. The wiring selected should not be risky to any human being. The cost is also very important factor. So the wires which we are selecting should be very economical. Appearance. The wiring must be provided good outlook after its installation. System of wiring. So the various systems of wirings used in our country are cleat wiring, wooden casing and capping wiring, CTS or TRS wiring, conduct wiring. So this conduct wiring is divided into two types like surface or open type wiring and recessed or concealed type wiring. So what is meant by conduct wiring? So in general, conduct is nothing but a tube or channel. So tubular conducts are most commonly used in the electrical installation. When wires or cables are drawn through the conduit, nothing but a tube, and terminated at the outlets, such a system is known as conduit wiring. Conduit, nothing but a tube, which is used. So next, this conduit wiring is classified into four types, like rigid steel conduit wiring, flexible steel conduits, rigid PVC conduits, and flexible PVC conduits. The main classification of conduit wiring is two types, like surface conduit wiring and concealed conduit wiring. In case of surface conduit wiring, in this system, conduits are fixed on the surface of the walls or ceiling by means of the saddles, secured to wooden gutties with screws at an interval of not more than 1 meter. And the PVC cables are drawn by means of GI wire of size of about 18 SWG, nothing but standard wire gauge. And the earth wire is fixed by means of the earth clips. This is of surface conduit wiring. And concealed conduit wiring, at here we are using PVC pipes which is buried under the wall or ceiling. In this case, first the channels are provided in the wall and the conduits are fixed in the channels by means of clamps and hooks. Nowadays, PVC conduits are extensively used in place of steel conduits. Why? Because they are low in cost and require less time for installation, and they provide good protection against acids, alkalines, oil and moistures. Coming to what are the advantages means, the life is sufficiently long and the system is very waterproof as well as chemical proof. The wiring can be done in any place. And replacement of conductors, fault location and excision can be very easy by using the concealed conduit wiring. And there are some general rules related to the wiring. During the wiring installation, the wiring installation shall generally be carried out in the conformity with the requirements of the Indian electricity rules. So there are some rules. The following are some general rules, extracts from the BIS, nothing but Bureau of Indian Standards. Regulation. The rules are like all fitting, accessories and appliances used in wiring installation shall conform to the Indian standards. IS mark the Indian standard. All the fitting, accessories and appliances should be installation which we are installing should be consist of some IS mark. And the height of the main switch and distribution board should be at a height of 2 to 3 meters. And all the lighting which we are fitting should be at a height of not less than 2.25 meters from the floor level. And a switch and socket outlet should be installed at any height 1.3 meters above the floor level. And all the plugs, sockets and outlets shall be 3-pin type. And no socket outlet should be provided in the bathrooms at a height of not less than 1.3 meters. If the voltage exceeds 250 volts, all the distribution boards and main switches should be provided with danger board. And power devices should have different circuits. And all the accessories should be fixed on the round blocks or board with brass screws. And neutral should be linked. And all the ironclad appliance switches extra should be earth. These are some general rules followed. Some general rules which we have to follow while we are doing the wiring installation. Next one is of electric wiring accessories. An electrical accessory is a basic part used in wiring. So the electric accessory used in wiring installation are classified into different types, like controlling accessories, nothing but switches, holding accessories, nothing but lamp holders, outlet accessory, nothing but plugs, sockets, ceiling rollers, etc. And general accessories, safety accessories. Coming to the controlling accessories, so the accessories which is used to control the various appliances in electrical wiring are known as controlling accessories. The best example for controlling accessories is switch. A switch nothing but which is used to make or break the electrical circuit is known as switch. So the switches can be classified into different types based on different acceptance. Like first of all, we are considering the according to their function and place of use, switches can be classified as surface switches, flush switches, pull or ceiling switches, grid switches, bed switches, table lamp switches, iron clad, watertight switches. These are the types of switches according to their function. And the next classification is based upon according to the operation required. So according to the operation, it is classified into one-way switches, two-way switches, two-way center-off switches, intermediate switches. Next classification is according to the number of poles. According to the number of poles, it is classified into single pole switches, double pole switches, triple pole switches. And according to the type of base material used, it can be classified as porcelain switches, backlight switches. According to the shape of the base, it can be classified as round switches, square switches. Next, coming to the according to the color of the base, the switches can be classified as white base switches, black base switches, brown base switches. Coming to the main switch classification, the main switch can be classified as DPIS, nothing but double pole iron clad switches, triple pole iron clad switches, triple pole iron clad with neutral link, and miniature circuit nothing but MCB switches. And there is another classification, that is knife switches. Knife switches can be classified as SPST, nothing but single pole single through switches. Next one is SPDT, single pole double through switches, double pole single through switches, double pole double through switches. These are the classification of switches based on different factors.